The suspense is killing me. What's going to happen? Well, welcome back to the party, the premiere party for The Rascal. I'm Mike Witch, and I'm here with Andre Gordon and Stella. And we are going to be talking more about The Rascal and how it was made and who inspired what. And let me ask you, Stella, first. You play a very complicated character, don't you?
Well, I play a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
I don't know how complicated.
Well, you turn from a sweet, innocent girl into an ugly blob that attacks people.
Yes.
Yes, quite complicated.
And there may be more to be revealed later.
Yeah. Did you know that you were going to be that character?
I knew from the very beginning that I would be the monster.
Yeah.
And the little girl.
Did you know what the monster was going to look like?
No.
No. You creating the monster, you learned a new program.
Yes, I used Blender
Okay.
to work with the monster and do the animation.
And that was a program you had never used before.
Yes. I didn't actually do the entire monster creation myself because
Right.
modeling is very challenging. To do something like that would have taken years of practice.
Right.
So I got like a base from Blend Swap, which is a website where Blender creators can share their creations for public domain and people can use it for projects, and then I modify it to fit the characteristics I wanted and animate it completely for the scenes I needed for.
Now, when you produced this, you were still in high school?
Yes.
And what kind of support did you get from your school?
Well, if in the police station, the scenes were all shot at my high school, and more locations we used throughout the series. And my headmaster was so supportive. I went to Thornton Donovan School in New Rochelle, and it was just the support that I received from them was just amazing. He let me come in on weekends to film. I felt it was so wonderful to have that support.
That's great. I also noticed you have really good use of music and sound effects.
Thank you.
How did you do the growl of Stella? Stella, can you actually growl like that?
I don't think so.
So where did you find that growl?
Well, I search over multiple sound effects websites until I found the right kind of sound effects I wanted. For that scene, I wanted it to be kind of like she's transforming from the little girl into the monster and back and forth as she's running through the woods. So that's why you hear like the giggle mixed in with the growls. It to signify she's going back and forth, and it's both part of her.
And the music that you found really establishes the mood and sets the pace of the images. Yeah.
And that's all from the DeWolf website that we use here at LCTV.
That's a production music
company.
company.
It's a production music company that we have the rights to use.
Stella, did you notice the role that the music played? Did it really helped?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've seen so many videos where the music does not fit at all, and it's not the case with The Rascal.
Whenever there's like a film or anything, if you watch it without the score, it's completely different. Music is such an important element in film, in cinema and TV, because that really is what gets the emotion going. Just watching an image doesn't really do that. You need to have the full sensory experience.
And right after this whole show, we're going to be seeing episode 1 of season 2 of The Rascal, so don't go away. We're going to be right back with more of The Rascal Premiere Party. The Rascal Premiere Party continues, and now we're joined by one of the victims. Bodie Jeffries is a professional songwriter and artist and recording artist. You also happen to be an uncle.
I am a very special nephew right here.
So is that why you were chosen to be killed?
Well, thank you for mentioning that. It did cross my mind that he cared enough about me to give me such a special role.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it was a wonderful 10-second screen. What was it like? Did he give you good direction? Were you on your own?
Great direction. He said, play it like you're a zombie. Play it like you're just taken over, and that was all I needed.
Yeah. Well, you also contributed a song to this series, and we haven't heard that yet. I think, well, we heard a little snippet of it.
You heard a little bit of the instrumental version
Okay.
in the season finale. You will hear a little bit in the season
Yeah.
finale. I'm not going to tell you why you're going to hear it, but it's a bit of the song.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a theme for Ben, for the lead character.
okay. Bodie, can you tell us a little bit about how that request was made, without giving away what Andre wants to keep secret for now?
Yeah, so Andre called me up. He said, hey, I need a song for my TV series. And we talked about what the series was about, and I got that it's really a series about a hero's journey. And it inspired the song, and I wrote it that evening. The next morning, I recorded it and sent it off.
And it was just what you needed?
It's just what I needed. Due to the nature of the filming of the 6th episode, I wasn't able to include it as my initial vision was, but I kept it on the back burner, and I have the perfect spot for it, and it's gonna be really perfect.
Well, let me ask you something personal now. Your uncle. You've known this young man his whole life. You've just seen what he's done in the course of, 3 years? What do you think?
You know, from early on, it was clear that Andre was an amazing creative person. His early clay models were better than what I could make now. And his artistry was always apparent. And so to see him actually manifest this TV series like this, I'm awed by it. I'm not surprised, because he's just so talented.
Well, we certainly share that view of him at LMC TV. I can tell you that.